Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a preview of what I got coming up in this video. Actually, all of them are old videos that have been up for a while. But anyways, the first one here is a UFO that was taken from a plane. I'm sure I've shown this one before too. This is a video about a company, an American company that was supposedly tasked with building a UFO called the Avrocar. Let's see. This is an old video from a football game between the Steelers and the Cowboys, and in between commercial breaks, they caught these two UFOs. We'll take a look at that. Here's a UFO that was found on a TikTok site. This is a video I found on Reddit about a 1973 incident in Mansfield, Ohio, where a guy in a helicopter was pulled up in a tractor beam, and it was also witnessed by people on the ground. This is a video about a footprint that was found, and based on the footprints, they determined that the person must have been 17 to 18 feet tall. And again, this was also found in really old rock. And this is just an interesting video of this dude in India. Obviously, he has some kind of medical condition that, makes his joints in his knees bend the wrong way. Also have this article here from Vice about the Canadian government and their 20 years of collecting UFO sightings and information. And then last is an actual article about a UFO crash in Lake Winnipeg. So anyways, let's take a look at this first video here. Now, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've shown this one before. It's real quick. Supposedly taken from I think a jet plane, from a fighter. But anyways, check this out. Yeah, that's, real short. I hope I don't get hit with the copyright violation. But anyways, link will be in the description too. And, I've seen that video before, and that's as much as I've ever seen. Anyways, this is a long video, almost 20 minutes, about an American company that was tasked with building a UFO. Check this out.
Utilizing a system of peripheral jets for propulsion, stabilization, and control. The current phase of the program entails the design and construction of the Avrocar, an 18-foot diameter test vehicle for the United States Army. The Avrocar will take off vertically and carry a useful load of over 1 ton for 125 miles. It is intended primarily for operation within 400 feet of the ground over terrain of not more than 10,000 feet altitude.
Yeah, see, I don't think this thing is using any type of anti-gravity propulsion. It's just basically using air, forcing air down, below it and making it rise up. But anyways, very interesting video. Link will be in the description. Let's go to this other video here. Yeah, now this one is super quick. And you can hear, after some cameraman shows them this, then some of them don't want to really talk about it. And then, let's see, it goes for almost a minute when they finally go back to it. So I'm going to go ahead and play the whole thing. You know what, now I'm just going to play this and then we'll jump. But anyways, the first, the first part of it is just, it's just showing the commercial, like the regular commercials that were playing at the time. And then when they come back from this commercial break, you see these objects flying in the sky. So let me just start it from here.
Tin Can Alley is safe because it only shoots you later. I want you to explain that to me, Dr. Spock.
See, and then they cut away real quick. Let me go back to that.
Tin Can Alley is safe because it only shoots you later. I want you to explain that to me, Dr. Spock. I'm afraid that this is sort of a Twilight Zone football game.
Anyway, so then, they continue on with the whole game, and then near the end here, they finally go back to it. So let me just play that part.
On the training facility. You'd be my first employee. There it is. Now, what is that? either. I don't know. That's another guy I'm going to hire.
Anyway, so that's that video. Link will be in the description. Okay, now in this video, I don't think I can make it any bigger. It's from TikTok. Again, it's real quick. You'll just see two UFOs fly by, and the guy talks about how, you know, when one of the UFOs flies by, it affects his video feed. But anyways, check this out.
All right, you can hear it a little bit as it went by, as the two ships went by. You can hear a little bit of a disturbance. With that in mind, watch this. Okay, see how that happened? Boom, right away the first one comes in. It's all broken up digital signal. Here you go. There's the first one. Watch, here you go. Boom, it's breaking up everything. Then the second one goes by. Come on, everybody. This is very slow-mo. Look at that. Take a second. Look at that ship. Folks, that is a starship. That is a Napoleon ship. They love the circular thing.
Yeah, that's a pretty clear image or pretty clear video and shot of a UFO. So again, you know, those people who ask, how come they're all blurry and out of focus? Well, that's just because that's what you've seen. You know, you haven't seen everything that's out there. Anyways, let's go to this next video here. Now, this is about this helicopter pilot who was apparently impacted by a tractor beam. That he called it a cone-shaped beam, and he wasn't able to control his helicopter. But anyways, let me just play this here.
We were almost involved in a mid-air collision. I noticed a red light, but I thought it would be the port wing of another aircraft. We saw it kept coming at us. It didn't have any wings. It didn't have any windows, as you would see on a conventional aircraft.
The other crewmen saw the UFO and documented the incident in an official military report. But Healy insists on coming forward to talk publicly about this life-threatening event.
This object moved at a very fast rate of speed. It saw us probably before we saw it. It just tracked us because we had all our navigation lights on and running and blinking.
Over the town of Mansfield, the UFO got so close, the pilot had to initiate evasive maneuvers.
The pilot put the helicopter into a dive.
The chopper descended at 500 feet per minute. When it reached an altitude of 1,700 feet, the UFO shot a tractor beam at the helicopter.
This was just a humongous green light just shining down on us in a very definite cone shape. You could look at the light, you could actually see the beam of the light.
Suddenly, the light somehow pulled the chopper up towards the UFO.
It scanned us for that instant that it hesitated over us. It scanned us. Then it took off.
After the object went off to the west, the helicopter pilot noted that although he had been in a descent and his controls were in the configuration for a descent, the helicopter had actually risen to 3,800 feet. The object was under continual observation for 5 minutes, perhaps even more.
Further confirmation of the UFO incident came from two people on the ground. Irma DeLong and her son Charles.
The kids kept calling. They wanted to stop.
She finally stopped the car, and I jumped out. I remember the whole top of the sky was lit up a dull fluorescent green.
To be honest, it scared me. I was scared at that time. But it didn't sink in that it was still really something, a UFO.
This brought together two groups of witnesses. It established the exact location of the event. We were able to compute the flight path of the helicopter.
J. Allen Hynek, the director of CUFOS, the Center for UFO Studies, interviewed the crewmen at length. Their drawings of the UFO were strikingly similar. More disturbing was their sense that the UFO intended to destroy them. After the encounter, the helicopter, like the crewman, was never the same.
The aircraft number was 15444. That was the aircraft we were in that night. She was never any good after that. The radios would never work right. Navigation instruments, nothing.
What caused that damage? Some said it was simply a meteor.
Well, there's no way this could have been a meteor. It lasted for 5 minutes. No meteor takes 5 minutes to cross the sky from horizon to horizon.
Detective John Healy and several witnesses saw a flying saucer. Its purpose is still unexplained.
I wonder, the people that are still trying to deny the existence of, of our neighbors, are they just in complete denial, or are they people who are a part of this this program to keep people in the dark about this whole UFO thing? Anyways, link will be in the description. Yeah, this is a very interesting video here, and it's about, all of the articles about giants that were found in the past here, and all of these old stories about giant skulls, or skulls with double rows of teeth. And I think this is the footprint that they were talking about. This isn't like an 200 million year old rock. But, according to the people that did the measurements, they said that whoever's footprint that was like 18 to 17 feet tall. Check this out.
9 inches long would be between 17 and 18 feet tall. Take a look.
Anyways, this whole video is just looking at this newspaper clipping, but there's so much evidence out there. Again, it's pretty obvious that in the past there were giants, because the evidence, they've left a lot of evidence to. So link to this will be in the description. Let's go to this video here. Now, this is nothing to do with UFOs or aliens. This is, from my understanding, a real person with some kind of medical condition, obviously. Yeah, I mean, this video is so old. I think it was taken, by a really low quality phone back in the day. But link to this will be in the description. Let's see, here's this article here about 20 years of UFO sightings we got from the Canadian government. So, this whole time they've been in denial that anything's going on out there. They've been keeping track of this. Vice World News obtained nearly 300 pages of documents through Freedom of Information requests that include strange sightings from pilots, soldiers, and police officers. The Canadian government has released 20 years of UFO reports. The 500-plus reports spanning nearly 300 pages contain dozens of strange sightings from commercial pilots, soldiers, and police officers. Here are some of the highlights. Obtained by Vice World News through Canadian Freedom of Information laws, the reports were made to federal transportation authorities as recently as last year, when a Canadian military flight spotted a bright green flying object that flew into a cloud, then disappeared over eastern Canada. Other unusual observations includes Newfoundland police tracking 2 brightly colored flying objects in August 2001 and a December 2018 passenger flight from Alaska to Seattle that reported pulsating lights descending from 60,000 feet. Again, this just goes on and, reports all of these UFOs that happen every single day. So, like I said in my previous video, this notion that they only started coming around, when we started blowing up the atomic bomb is just ridiculous. Now, this last one is here, this UFO crash cover-up. In February 2015, in Manitoba, Canada, several reports spread about a possible UFO crash on the frozen surface of Lake Winnipeg in the Jackhead Indian Reservation. Several people posted on Twitter and Facebook that they saw a bright light in the sky that was followed by the sound of loud explosions, and after these reports, the Canadian military quickly headed to the area, blocking all access to unauthorized personnel in the region. During the military operation, no one was allowed to enter or leave the reserve, while indigenous residents of the area were visited by troops who told them that they were conducting an emergency training exercise and that they should not leave their homes until it was all over. Because it is owned by the Aborigines, the Jackhead Reserve is governed by its own laws, which do not allow such operations to take place or military personnel to settle in the area unless something really serious has happened. Even the head of the local, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that one, tribe even reported that he was kept under house arrest. UFO crash reported on the Jackhead Reserve in Manitoba, Canada. Apparently, the Canadian military have vehicles lined up North Shore. They are threatening anybody who tries to take pics. Lots of eyewitness. There is round object being hauled across the lake, being pulled by snowmobiles and a bombardier. This is from February 18th. The military has surrounded the site, deploying a large number of troops and equipment very efficiently and suppressing all views towards the lake. Telephone lines in the area were shut down and the few access roads to the site were closed. So this happened in 2015. So anyways, a link to this will be in the description. That is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.